Now we were discussing about the circulation mechanisms and the types of circulation. So we are going to take into account portal circulation now. Now what is portal circulation? This has something to do with the digestive system. We are going to discuss the portal systems and the portal circulation. And when I say portal circulation, in case of humans, there is only one type of portal circulation that is present, and that is hepatic portal circulation. You know what the term hepatic refers to. Hepatic refers to anything which is associated with liver. Now, because we are talking about circulation, something might come to your mind that liver is very important gland in digestive system, and digestive system is the only site from where all the nutrients are taken up by the body. That is the main place. We take the nutrients in our digestive system. There is blood supply continuous throughout our alimentary canal, so that the nutrients whichever are absorbed, they are taken up by the blood. Now when the capillary system is present, whenever there is some exchange that has to take place, whether it is of the nutrients or it is of the oxygen, there has to be present a capillary system. And when capillary system is present, the entering part is known as artery and the part that leaves is known as vein. So what happens is, in the intestine there is a capillary system that gives oxygen to the tissues and takes up the nutrients. Those nutrients are taken up by a vein that is known as portal vein. Now you know that the digestion mechanism, it needs its processing and assimilation, and liver plays an important role for that, mostly absorption. So the nutrients have to go to liver before they reach the heart for the pulmonary circulation. So that part is carried and conducted by the portal circulation by hepatic portal vein. Now just in order to understand what this portal system is all about, I am going to give you a simple representation of a portal system. Now supposedly this artery is bringing oxygenated blood to alimentary canal. Now oxygenated blood has come over here. There would be exchange of oxygen, there would be exchange of nutrients, and there would be a capillary bed, right? Supposedly this is the capillary bed, this is the alimentary canal. Now there is exchange which has taken place from this capillary bed. Capillary bed is such that half of the arteries, they become thinner and the veins begin. So from the capillary bed, as the exchange of oxygen goes to the alimentary canal tissues, and from here the nutrients are taken up, this would be O2 and this would be nutrients. Now you know whatever drugs we consume, medications that are digested by liver, so the nutrients would go into the portal vein. This portal vein would carry the nutrients, the deoxygenated blood, towards another capillary bed which would be in contact with liver. Alright. Now this capillary bed is having already the deoxygenated blood only. From here the deoxygenated blood would be supplied to heart, so that it goes for oxygenation. And as you can see, in the meantime we have got rid, or we have transported the nutrients which were absorbed from the alimentary canal. This is the artery which brings the oxygen from the capillary bed. The oxygen gets transported or gets absorbed by the tissues of alimentary canal. Those tissues in return put their nutrients and of course carbon dioxide, due to which the blood becomes deoxygenated. Now this deoxygenated blood is carried to liver by portal vein, so that the blood which was present in portal vein was rich in nutrients, are taken up by liver cells. So the nutrients are taken up by liver cells. Again, we have another capillary bed. So there are two capillary beds which are associated. There are two sites of exchange which take place, and there is exchange of nutrients again to the liver, where it would do the rest of processing. So this is all about the portal system. I am going to repeat it again because for those who haven't understood, they'll get to know what it is all about. Hepatic portal circulation is the circulation which is involved in transport of nutrients from the alimentary canal, keeping in mind that the deoxygenated blood carries those nutrients. Now what does that mean? The deoxygenated blood becomes deoxygenated basically whenever there is transport of gases. That transport of gases has to take place whenever some tissue is working, because it has to meet its respiratory needs. Now we are considering the cells of alimentary canal. Supposedly we talk about the small intestines tissues. They are taking up the nutrients from the alimentary canal or the food that is getting digested, and in return they are working. They need oxygen for that. So when the arterial blood comes over there, the oxygenated blood comes over there, they take up the oxygen from there, they put the carbon dioxide and also the nutrients inside that blood. Now that blood, instead of going to the heart, it goes to the liver. Liver takes up those nutrients and then sends only the deoxygenated blood to the heart. So that is known as portal circulation, and the vein which carries the nutrients from the heart, from the alimentary canal, not heart, pardon me for that, from the alimentary canal to the liver is known as portal vein. So this is all about the types of circulations we have in our body. Next we are going to deal with lymphatic system.